Wow, this video is way longer than I thought it was going to be. So, the really like quick 15-second long, too long didn't watch version. School is hard. Hardcore, Planet Jam, and more boosters are continuing. Even Back, Solar Station, and Gold Rush are continuing eventually. Kerbal Jank program is cancelled. I cannot run Kerbal Space Program 2, and in the future you should expect actual quality music, maybe some Minecraft content, more modded Kerbal Space Program, and still no regular upload schedule. Hello everyone, Ultimate Steve here, and today I'm going to be giving you a channel update. In this update, I'm going to give a brief status of all of the series that I currently have going on. I'm going to give you an update on the status of my channel, why I haven't been uploading, what I'm going to do in the future. Nothing like drastic is changing about this channel, but it's just because I feel like you guys deserve an update since it's been so long since I've posted a series video. So first of all, it's been like almost 3 months since my last series upload, and that was recorded probably several months before. I think I still have stuff I've recorded over Christmas break that I haven't released yet. So why haven't I been updating? For those of you who don't know, I am an aerospace engineering student at the moment, and I just finished my third of hopefully only 4 years in the program. And as you can imagine, that gets rough. There's my phone going off with probably your grade came back notification. Oh no, it's just Facebook. I haven't opened Facebook in like 2 years. I don't know why that keeps sending me notifications. So I guess I'll start the bulk of this video with what most people are probably here for, the updates on my various series. So first of all, I probably have a lot of backlog recorded for all of them that it's just been sitting on my hard drive for months because I haven't had time to actually edit it. But the series that are absolutely, definitely 100% continuing and soon are going to be Planet Jam and more boosters. Now, Planet Jam, I no longer intend to land on every planet and moon because that would take too much time and I can feel my interest a little bit waning, but I definitely intend to fly by all of them. I think actually most of the flybys are recorded. I think there's only like one more planet system I haven't actually been to yet. And the finale is going to be the launch from Mendo. And I'm not entirely sure how many episodes that's going to be, but the vehicle has been designed for several months now, and it's really cool. It uses heat shields as wings. More boosters. That was probably the most fun I've had playing Kerbal Space Program in a long while. Another episode or two is recorded, just not fully edited yet, and I do intend to do more of that given the time. And a series that are also definitely continuing, but it might be a little bit slower on. Actually, I have one on the list. Hardcore mode is almost certainly continuing just out of obligation. It's just that with hardcore mode, I'm not entirely saying how many episodes from now this is, but I ran into kind of a slump in funding, which meant basically I took on a whole bunch of contracts to do a bunch of things, and then I just like, that's too much contracts, I'm not going to do it. So I have not gotten over that hump of effort. Because that's the one bad thing about hard mode and Kerbal, just that funding is actually an issue and you have to go do the contracts and stuff you might not otherwise want to do. Series that I'd like to continue, but I'm not entirely sure to what extent I will. Both of my first generation episodic series, well not first generation, but like both of my early modern episodic series, which is Even Back and Solar Station. Even Back, I have so many cool craft that I want to get time to use. It's just that recording all that's a lot of hard drive space, that's a lot of time that I have to be entertaining on camera for, that's a lot of editing to speed up everything and export everything, and it takes forever. So if Even Back ever gets seen out to the end, the exploration part of it is going to be drastically cut down from what it was, because I was intending to explore multiple sites out of the whole plan. And I probably started that back when I was either early in college or maybe even late in high school, probably not that long ago, but back when I had a lot more free time than I do now. And I'm definitely very proud of all the craft that I've built for that series. I'm just not entirely sure how many of them are actually going to get used to their full extent. Solar Station is another one I would really, really, really want to continue. Nothing gets me really going like the prospect that I'm going to be the first person ever to do something. And at the very beginning of Solar Station, my friend challenged me to put a station in extremely low solar orbit. And I had Googled around what was the lowest solar orbit it legitimately contained. I asked on the forums, and I had solid evidence that my space station was going to be the lowest in solar orbit ever found. And then I completely by accident stumbled upon a heat shield glitch, which would allow me to get even closer to the sun. And I haven't actually shown that on the video yet, but I was like, oh, with this technology, I could literally be the first person to ever touch the solar atmosphere legitimately. because like if no one had been in a lower orbit, then surely no one would have touched the sun. No, I found out like about halfway through the series that people have in fact used a variation on the same glitch I discovered uh, to touch the sun, and that kind of killed my motivation to continue. But it's still a very cool project, and I still have a few more missions. Like the craft are all done. I just need to fly them and record them and edit them and post them, which is most of the work, unfortunately. Like I like craft design, but everything else kind of takes a back seat to that, which means that not few of my creations ever really see the light of day. Opportunistic series that are not regularly scheduled and depend on external factors. Space Battles depends on whether both me and one of my friends are like in the mood to do a space battle, and we're in the mood to edit it into a video. So that's significantly more effort than you'd think it would be. Speedrunning is also opportunistic. I usually only come back to that every like year or so, or whenever someone breaks my record, which hasn't been broken for, hold on, let's see. December 2021 was the last time that this record got broken. I would like to talk about another series, Gold Rush, which I've had. It's like if you haven't seen it, I'm really proud of it. It's a cinematic, story-based thing where a bunch of people, or a valuable element is discovered on Lathe, and a bunch of people go there. And I have like a full 10 episodes planned out. It's a really intricate storyline with a lot of character development and cool things and cool scenes and cool music, which of course takes literally forever to do. Like, hold on. I think the first episode of that might have come out before Even Back. Yep, before episode 1 of Even Back. This was probably going on 2 years ago now. And the second episode has been under slow and unsteady progress ever since. I tend to work on it on bursts. But yeah, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I feel like it really would have worked better as a written story rather than a video one. But yeah, episode 2 is in progress. It might be another 4 years before it comes out, and at this rate, I'll be 172 years old by the time I actually finish the series. Kerbal Jank program is officially canceled. That's not a problem with like Kerbal Jank program. Like I quite like doing Kerbal Jank program. Well, except for the infuriating bits. But after like the struggle to get to the Mun, I kind of lost interest in it. Like I tend to do that a lot. Unfortunately, my interest in things is usually very transient. But really, what killed Kerbal Jank program is Baris or Baris, or how we pronounce it. Like surprisingly, all 5 random failure mods worked pretty well together, but Baris is just broken. And I think a replacement is in the works, or a replacement happened, or maybe it was, I don't know. But anyway, Baris is incredibly unstable, and it basically prevented me from using certain command pods, which happened to be most of them. So after a certain point, I couldn't really progress. So, after that, that's the main part of the update. If you want to go now, you can, but if you want to stick around for whatever else I have to say, then you can. I would like to talk a bit about content types for a while. You may notice that my channel has recently been dominated by a lot of like long-form Let's Play episodic series type things. Mostly because the reason I do those, they don't pull in a ton of views. Like the big ones like Grand Tour and stuff, like they get a lot of views compared to the other one. Like I mean, obviously not compared to like the big name YouTubers or anything, but the long form episodic content is mostly because I don't like editing videos. And these style of videos just happen to be almost the minimal amount of editing effort. Obviously, minimum would just be like pressing record, talking, stopping record, but no one wants to watch that because Kerbal Space Program has a ton of downtime, and it would just be like 5 minutes of me staring at the screen like a zombie without saying anything, because I can't be entertaining for longer than 5 minutes at once. Okay, maybe 5.5 minutes. Editing takes me a lot longer than I think it should, which is part of the reason why Gold Rush is in the state it is, 1 episode every 2 years. Now, what sort of videos tend to do well on my channel? Well, it's the weird one-offs. Like, my series aren't that popular, but I'm okay with it, because, like, mostly my audience, if I'm doing a modded playthrough, my audience will generally, like, be the modders, and, like, I'm happy doing that for those people. Like, I'm not in this for, like, raw view count. I just want to know that people enjoy the videos I make. But that being said, the one-offs do get high up there in view count. Like, my top video is a 58-second clip of me without commentary, playing the SpaceX ISS docking simulator, speedrunning it, basically. My highest KSP video one of them's the tier list, and one of them's the old docking standard I made for the Epsilon initiative. My really old piano covers tended to do alright as well, so but I'll get to that in a second. So no, I will not be regularly doing short form content like this because it's just I don't get ideas often enough for that kind of thing to make this sustainable. So what kind of content will I continue making in the future? Well, pretty much the kind of same stuff. But like, what will I make the content about? It is mostly just going to be Kerbal Space Program 1 stuff for the foreseeable future, as far as I'm aware. However, there's going to be a little bit of changes. Now, a lot of people are asking, Kerbal Space Program 2 when? Well, unfortunately, not for a while on this channel, because this computer has seen better days. It can barely run Kerbal Space Program 2, and not really fast enough for it to be an enjoyable experience for me. And it certainly will not be able to run it while OBS is also running and running to the hard drive. Speaking of the hard drive, it's really slow. 2, it's consistently bordering on full, which is another obstacle to me recording. So I intend to buy a big fancy new SSD sometime soon, and then put the high-speed stuff on there, and then like put my bulk video onto the hard drive. You might see some Minecraft videos eventually. Like, I have a very cool project that I've been working on and off for 2 years that I want to show with you eventually once I finish it, it's getting pretty close. And given that my top video is a spaceflight video from 2 years ago, I might actually try to transition into like actually doing spaceflight videos as well, because surprise, surprise, I am 75% of the way to being an aerospace engineer, and I'm actually sort of qualified to talk about this kind of stuff. But the biggest change to my channel that you're going to be seeing, hopefully you're going to get some music this summer. Possibly covers, possibly original music, but it's going to be higher, like, it's not going to just be me sitting in the piano and like taking the best take. No, this is going to be like actual properly edited, properly recorded, like multiple instruments playing, music, songs, writing, playing, that sort of things. Ever since I started taking music seriously back in 2017, I've kind of played with the idea of making an album eventually, and now, and I think I'm the closest I've ever been. Obviously, I am the closest I've ever been, but I do have a couple of songs finally written and in the process of being like actually like produced that I feel are actually high quality enough to put on an album or like to release publicly. Now, can I sing? Not really. That's probably the biggest obstacle to me actually doing this stuff. But, you know, maybe I'll surprise myself. Upcoming content, new series. Well, as I said, upcoming content, we're going to have the Minecraft stuff, the music stuff. But there's 2 Kerbal Space Program 1 projects I want to talk about. One, there's going to be another Modded Planet pack playthrough starting soon, which I actually started recording a couple months ago. I just haven't finished editing it and putting it up yet. It's going to be the Other Worlds mod pack, which is actually a Kerbal Space Program story mod. And as far as the really cool missions front, like the Grand Tour, not going to spoil too much, but 11.5 tons is it's far from the lowest stat record can go. I just realized there's 2 more series I forgot about. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom. Reusable Space Program. It's canceled. It's been dead for 6 years. In case you didn't get the memo. I couldn't even spell space right. KSP gone to sap. And SRB Grand Tour is 100% canceled as well. It just got to be too much work and too much time. Anyway, that's mostly all I wanted to talk about. I'll talk a little bit about scheduling. I have no schedule whatsoever, and it's just gonna be that way. Like, I might upload once a day this summer. I might not upload at all this summer. Well, I hope to upload a little bit this summer. There's no schedule. I'll upload when I want to upload, but it's just a little bit of an idea of what I will upload when I do upload it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you much for sticking around and supporting me all these years on YouTube. It kind of boggles my mind that like 50 people are regularly interested in the stuff I do enough to watch it. And now we will return to your irregularly non-scheduled programming. Ultimate Seer also, I love this shirt. I'm gonna wear this shirt more often while I'm doing YouTube stuff.